Look, seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You can make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause niggas ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.
Are you actually autistic? I thought we were just making jokes this whole time.
He can draw a mean pony.
Welcome back to Madhouse Podcast, where 80% of us know a good barber, and we still don't have a Modelo sponsorship, although not for lack of trying. This week we all went fucking brain dead, so we're going to be looking at some news. Rodney, what do you got for us?
So the only thing that I have is, did you guys hear that Governor Ron DeSantis suspended an elected prosecutor last week?
Go on.
I did not. Tell me more.
So I guess a bunch of people are pissed off about it because they're saying that, he's flexing his power and stuff like that. But DeSantis, all he said about it is the removal of Warren as necessary to protect Floridians from elected officials who don't follow the law.
I am the law. So they got the boot for that?
I guess so.
It's a little intense, but all right.
Right. I think it was a shot at, because the dude was the prosecutor was a Democrat. I think it was one of those.
Oh, just a jab for the sake of jabbing.
Yeah, you're not the same party as me, so we can't be friends.
Jesus Christ.
Make a statement.
Tells you where your fucking priorities are.
Right.
All right, Will, what you got?
I've got two stories. I'm sure we've all heard about the IRS hiring more employees. If not,
What's the base?
The Senate's approved nearly $80 billion in IRS funding, with $45.6 billion for enforcement, quote unquote, raising questions about who may be targeted by future audits. And this
We
is
need to throw some more tea in the harbor.
Right? Big facts.
So I think I read somewhere too that they were hiring 87,000 employees.
Yeah.
To do what?
Enforcement.
Yeah, enforcement, according to this. The investment with the investment projected to bring in $203.7 billion in revenue from 2022 to 2031.
Bro, that's it?
You know who that's pointed at. That's directly pointed at us common folk.
Fuck us, right?
Oh, wow. While audits dropped by 75% for Americans making $1 million or more, the percentage fell by 33% for low to moderate income filers claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit, also known as the EITC, according to some report. Oh, the 2021 Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration report.
So it fell by how many for people making over $1 million? 70?
75%. Audits dropped.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
But only 33% for low to moderate income filers.
Right.
Fuck the middle class and below.
Yeah, so the rich people are getting richer and doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
While us poors are getting poorer.
Because I guess we have enough money to, just commit tax evasion and tax fraud. But those making 1 million or more, we're going to go on good faith there.
They're trustworthy.
Yeah, we trust.
Of course,
all
they
of
make
them.
1 million or more. They've got to be trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you've got the FBI that they searched Trump's Florida home, looking for classified material, according to what is this? NBC News.
Yeah, I saw that. He had a deposition today too, and he pleaded the fifth.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I'm curious how that played out too. Like was he just sitting there and did he pull like a Dave Chappelle and was just like fifth? Like anytime they asked the question, he was just like fifth.
Bro, yeah, he hit him with one. Starts fucking with him at the end.
So I guess Trump this year had to return 15 boxes of documents that were improperly taken from the White House, the National Archives and Records Administration, or NARA, said in February. So I guess they're looking for 15 boxes of documents.
Bro, they didn't do any work on 30,000 emails. You think they care about his fucking duffel bags?
You know, I was just gonna say too. I wonder if this is really just like a ploy, like how Hillary's was, where they go through the formalities, you know, to make it seem like they're doing their work. But if we're being honest here, if they're gonna start going after him for some documents, then you better fucking start lining up all of Capitol Hill. You better start lining up the whole White House, because those motherfuckers take documents home on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
Easily. Daily.
Is it a ploy for that, or is this just them? They couldn't get him on anything else, so they're gonna stick him with the small shit.
I don't know. Ask Jen.
I don't know. What you got, Rolly?
All right, but
Y'all were both thinking of me at the same time. Look at you. Appreciate it.
you're next in the row of how I see you guys. You're not special.
I mean,
You're actually on the bottom of my row, so
Oh, I can dig
See
it.
where you're at. See how that got weird?
Let's see. With the simple updates, the iPhone 14 is looking to be about $200 more than the 13 across the board for about every model. Because why not? Cuba's on fire. I don't know what that's about. And
Wait,
they,
hang on. Since you did your homework, what's the 14 bringing to the table for us?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't actually done the side-by-side comparisons of that or any of the new Samsungs. I kind of stopped when I saw that the Samsung's newest innovation was like, hey, we're making more flip and foldy phones. Like, no. And then I got annoyed with it and stopped. I'm not interested in folding phones, so I'm not going to do a little comparison just yet.
I mean, do you
I'm
think
glad
that
that's really pertinent to the 14, considering it doesn't flip nor fold. Doesn't bop it, twist it, or pull it, for that matter.
Boy, you can pull it. Goddamn.
do you think that's like due to inflation?
I think a little bit of that's going to be due to inflation. Obviously, they're going to have their incremental spec markups on it, which I'll probably do a little bit more reading on since I'm still considering making the jump. But
Well, I mean, if you look at it, the iPhone has been steadily at the same price for the last 3 or 4 generations now, give or
that's
take.
fair.
Give or take.
Right at starting at $9.99, capping off at $14.99.
Yeah.
Has been
But
right
if
around
you're
the
in
same.
the market, if you're in the market for a $1,500 phone, $150 to $200 ain't the deal breaker.
And the thing of it
We're
is,
still
too, is
gonna
like,
scoop it.
most people, you don't pay for it up front anyways, and then they're going to offer these incentives where you trade in your old phone and we'll give you $1,000 worth of credit or whatever it may be. So you're only ended up paying $500 for that phone anyways, or if not just a straight
Let me just
trade.
finance it. Put it in there with my phone bill.
Most people do. I mean, I do it.
I do too. It's not like they're charging you interest and shit.
Right.
Interest free, and it's an extra with the deal that they had going on at the time. It's an extra $12 a month on my bill. Whoop-dee, I can't have a Big Mac one day this week.
Right.
Just one day.
Right.
Tell
So
you what, bro. Sunday through Tuesday, you go Big Macs. You know what I'm saying?
So,
But
and what about Cuba?
currently, Cuba is a good chunk of Cuba is on fire, and it's making people think there's some government instability because they don't know how to handle it.
It's making people think there's some government instability in Cuba.
Yeah,
When-
as if
First
people
of
didn't
all-
already think that.
when was the
Apparently,
Where
last
have you
time-
been?
When was the last time Cuba had a stable government? Let's go there.
No shit. Jesus Christ.
I don't actually have a good answer for that. I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. It's probably before all of our times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So a brush fire ain't the deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? No offense.
A brush fire is 3/4 of fucking Cuba. Let's be real, though.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh, we got a little bit of a car-related goodness. They're announcing the specs on the Golf R20th. And with the 4th gen EA 888, they're going to be putting out 329.
Versus
Versus-
310. 310.
Yep. Yeah, I think 310. And then the GTI comes in at like
290. 295.
yeah, around 290, I want to say.
For the Mark 8.
Yeah, the Mark 8s aren't bad. Like, people hate on the interiors. I personally don't even like the interiors that much.
I don't like
I
the
don't
exterior.
yeah, I'm more thank you. I'm more worried about the combination of the two.
Yeah.
But they're doing some good things in the power department. So
I mean, yeah,
I mean, it will
stupid,
forever fill that niche in the market that it created.
yeah,
And as long as you only ever hold it to that standard of hot hatch, affordable fun, which for a new R is borderline not fucking affordable anymore.
yeah. The most of the ones I've seen are like 50 grand out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, bro.
I think I would still pick up a GR Yaris if we
Yeah.
had them in the States.
Well, bro, what if? What do you mean, what if? If your fucking grandma had wheels, it'd be a bicycle. What is it?
I said if we got them in the States.
Christ, no, forget it.
Oh, geez. Just get the GR Rolla and have 2 more doors. The same thing.
Not that you need them for your whores, but just for the convenience.
Yeah. And you can actually get those.
I don't know, man. But like the more people you talk to, like the GTI is a more fun car to drive than an R.
Yeah. An R is
Is it though?
Yeah, because an R is it's really lackluster, man. Like you don't feel the power like you do in a GTI. Granted, you could pump more out of the R for sure, but the GTI, if you talk to anyone, it is 100% a way more fun car. It puts you back in your seat. The R is just kind of like that steady because of the all-wheel drive system.
it's super smooth. It feels like easy mode.
I mean, it was this
I mean,
Same
yeah,
way.
I'll buy that. Yeah.
same way back in Mark 5, Mark 6 times. When I went to go test drive that Mark 6R that one time after my Fahrenheit got totaled out, I wasn't impressed with it, dude. It just felt lackluster.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
it'll
know. My
launch
little
better,
brother-
it'll go faster, but it's not as fun.
I haven't. I mean, I've driven a 6R. I've driven a 7 GTI, and I guess I'm kind of in the same boat. I thought they were both kind of boring at that point, but it is what it is.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. Ray, you got it?
Jeremy, you gonna talk? Or
I mean, I'll probably talk regardless of whose turn it is.
okay. Anyway, mine kind of plays off of Boots' story, except it's on the other side. I was gonna go over the Galaxy Fold and Flip and all that shit that they unveiled. What do you guys think of this whole folding, flipping thing coming back? I mean, do you guys think it's just a niche thing? Think it's just like whatever, or do you guys think it could like
They're folding in the
become
wrong
normal?
directions.
I mean, I think the fold is interesting. The flip seems kind of dumb to me, but I don't know. What do you guys? I just kind of want to open up to everybody on that. What you guys think?
We've said it
and
before,
by the way,
flip
the
phones are
fold.
cool.
I believe the fold. The
And
fold
when you
4
say fold,
is 18.
you mean hot dog
It-
style
Yeah, this way, and then the flip
versus
is
hamburger.
flip.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fold is $17.99, and then your fold is $9.99. So I just want to know what you guys thought on that. Like, they seem, I don't know, like they're doing weird shit with their new Galaxies.
1,800 for a phone. It better suck me off every morning.
Yeah, you didn't say that about the fucking price of the iPhones going up and
Right.
it being right at $1,700. You didn't have that kind of
1,700.
OMG reaction a minute ago. So
The
why
ones I was
now?
looking at are like, it goes from 800 as a base to $1,000 as a base. I'm not gonna get the one with like every feature I can check the box on and like 2 terabytes of storage. Like,
Out of here.
Yeah,
Go
bro, you're gonna
I'm not
get
gonna get.
you're gonna get the Pro Max. That's the one you want.
You are. You're gonna get the fucking Pro Max. Quit bullshitting around and just get the one you want. The one we want for you. The one we tell you that you want. Get your life together and do what we want.
Okay, and I did not mention that 1,800 price tag is for the 256 gigabyte model. You can get the 512 for 1,900, or your 1 terabyte model for 2,159.
The thing about those folds though is like the last generation of them were just straight booty butter, bro. There was like a clear like kind of like crack, but not really, like right down the middle of it, you know, where it
Like
folds.
a crease.
The
Yeah.
crease,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where like it's going to be very hard to perfect that style of a phone, and it's a your forte kind of thing. If that's what you like, then that's on you. But
It's a cool, innovative feature that nobody really asked for.
Yeah, I think it was
Right.
more or less
fair,
like a
that's fair,
flex,
yeah.
but I don't think they realized that it just doesn't
Work.
bode well in execution.
well, I think what had happened, you know, for Samsung's case is Samsung started to fall severely behind the curve when it came to trying to beat Apple at their own game. So they took a step back and said, well, instead of trying to beat them at their own game, let's innovate a different game. And it's just not working out well for them either.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I say the fold is interesting is because you can fold it, and it's like the size of a regular phone. But if you wanted to, like, you know, your screen bigger, you could just fold it. I know that's
Yeah,
the whole
but the
point
thing
of it,
is-
but it's interesting. I don't know.
The thing
Yeah,
of
but
it
then
is,
it's
though,
this fucking thick. 'cause
Yeah.
you sandwiched that.
And
Yeah,
this long
the
together.
thickness is, yeah, that's true.
yeah, but then it's like, you know, it's only this wide and this long. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
It looks
and-
ridiculous.
Yeah. And what do you do with all that extra real estate on something that doesn't have that many words on it?
Which
And
is your
not to
entire
mention
Facebook
how-
feed in 3 swipes.
Not to
is it
mention
just-
how a lot of apps probably aren't optimized to, you know, work with that screen either. I'm sure.
Oh, fuck no.
I think that's what they said. Was a lot
That's
of
true,
issues
yeah.
with the old folding thing was that the apps just didn't work well with it or something.
Or you would unfold it and it would still partition your screen down to the
Oof.
fucking
Yeah.
to the ratio that it wants. Yeah, that's true. But my thing is like, what do you need the bigger screen for? Like, what is it that you're doing that you need an 8-inch screen or a 10-inch screen on the
Get a
daily?
tablet.
And secondly, for $1,700, you can get an S22 Ultra and go buy a Samsung tablet for under $1,700, and you're not
Ooh.
trying to force it to be something that it can't. It's like trying to be a Swiss Army knife, literally. None of those tools individually are good for shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
S21 Ultra. I watch porn just fine on this thing. It's fine. I don't need it to fucking double in size.
Oh, the video.
No, that can double in size and we'd be just fine. Like a little lightheaded, that's fine.
So, speaking of doubling in size, apparently there is a bit of a epidemic going around in Brazil of people who are trying to do an at-home nose job via YouTube. I shit you not. So they're able to get all of these materials, all the anesthesia, the needles, the cut, any of the blades, any of that stuff, and literally fucking fillet their shit open, watch the YouTube video, and figure their shit out.
I've never understood surgeries like that. Just why? I get if you're unhappy with your body, but like that's just the way you're born. Like, I don't know. I just think it's just a little ridiculous.
I mean, it just
personally.
depends.
I mean, people are
Some
gonna do what they
people-
want. Like, that's cool.
I mean,
But at least do it. Get it done properly. At least if you're gonna do it. Jesus Christ. I mean, YouTube's good for a lot of things, but at-home surgery.
hey, they're doing it. They're not doing it well. The story I found, a dude decided he wasn't going to use gloves, and the iodine was unnecessary, and nothing really needed to be sterilized, and he fucking ended up infected and this fucking big, and so it's happening. People are doing at-home surgery, but people have been doing budget fucking hotel room plastic surgery procedures for decades. We had it was pretty prominent in Asia where women would inject silicone directly into the breast tissue as opposed to encapsulated saline or an encapsulated like silicone bag, and of course they're all pretty shitty situations because it's just loose in the breast tissue, so they can't get mammograms because you can't see the little, it looks like fucking little boba eggs in there because all the little pockets and shit, and so you can't detect any kind of masses. You can't screen yourself for breast cancer at all because you decided you needed a fucking cup and a half bigger. And then they're all getting infected and shit. Yeah, they're all crazy getting infected. So good times, good shit.
Terrible.
This one I don't have a lot of details on, but there's possible leak on a new Xbox Elite controller, along with a new Forza specific steering wheel. So that could be cool. I don't know how they're going to make this controller better, but it's already expensive enough. Fuck. Rodney, what'd you pay for your Elite controller? Like $150?
$50, $60. I think I got on
Something
sale.
like that. Yeah. After taxes, it's just shy of $2. It's pretty standard. It is substantially better. The feedback in the buttons, the way the triggers have stops in them, the extra little mod paddles in the back, like it's really worth the money. I haven't scooped one yet, but
they're sweet.
They're kind of dope, bro. They're kind of dope. Like they're kind of dope.
Yeah, the paddles save my ass a lot too, especially like playing Warzone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have yours set to? Like a reload and plate?
Jump and slide.
Oh.
I'm never really reloading or plating up in the middle of a firefight. If I'm reloading or plating up, I'm backing off for a minute, running around a corner. So I got that few extra seconds to, move up here and do what I got to do. However, if I'm running towards someone like that one time and I slid right in front of them and just pieced them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now fingers right here on the trigger. Boom, boom, paddle, slide, jump, slide, cancel. And now he's lost his aim on
Like
me.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I need to get good with those little paddles.
But I mean, you could program up to 4 buttons on those paddles because there's 4 of them that come with it. I just use 2 of them.
Right.
So you could have all 4 down there as paddles.
And your
Since you're not
controller
using these
is
fingers anyway, so
cross compat. Well, some of us do. You might just use these first three like this, but some of us need those bottom.
I make a
you
ring
know?
just like this, and that's enough.
So is your Elite controller compatible with the Series X also?
Yep. And it comes with this nice, nifty carrying case that has a charging port on the back, so you just plop it on in there.
Oh, sweet.
Well, it also comes with you could take the charging dock out because I got my charging dock setting.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, I've got my charging. You could take that dock out of there and just set it wherever you want. Like I've got mine on my desk next to my TV.
He's confused.
No, because it's
we
got a
broke it.
charging dock inside the fucking
in the case. Yeah.
in the case. I don't use the case though. I mean, I use it to keep all my spare parts in, and it sits. I don't even know where it's at right now because I don't use the spare parts.
Fucking Boots is made entirely of spare parts.
Anywho, y'all seen any good movies recently?
I watched, just I guess a character sign for me. I finally watched Lightyear,
Mm-hmm.
and the shit was AIDS, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, even for a kids movie, all right, I know you laugh. Oh, it's a kids movie, but like Pixar
No,
and
that's
Disney
not why I'm
don't
laughing. It's
fucking
just the
play,
way-
bro. Like
Yeah,
they
no,
don't fuck around. Like they make killer fucking movies regardless of what they were aimed for. And the whole time I'm just going, that's dumb. Why, like they can fly people in. Why didn't they just fly people out? Oh, that's convenient. And then they were supposed to have like this emotional moment when Hawthorne dies, and you're just like,
Oh,
you
fucking!
didn't even develop.
You weren't
didn't
gonna watch
develop
it
the
anyway.
character.
Shut the fuck up.
That's true.
Oh, like you haven't seen it already, motherfucker. You look like a Lightyear.
It's funny you say that. Sarah's little sister said I look like the new Lightyear fucking guy.
Yeah, with his armor on.
I don't know.
You know, there's
I
like
never
little,
saw it.
there's just some big holes where you're just like, oh, that's kind of dumb.
I
It
haven't
was
seen
poorly
it, but
written, is what you're saying.
I've heard
Yeah.
it's extremely like dry and slow and drawn out.
Oof.
It is.
Like a few of like the other people that I've talked to about it, they have like kids. They said their kids stopped watching like 20 minutes in, and we're just like, all right, well, I'm gonna go play in my room with my imaginary friend.
Oh shit!
Right.
It's more entertaining than this $1 billion fucking production.
Right.
Yeah, but then again, like my brother, his two younger boys, they fucking watch that bitch on repeat, bro. Like again
Really?
and again and again and again and again.
I don't think I've talked to a single person that said that they liked it.
Yeah,
I had
it's
high
kinda-
hopes. I had high hopes for it too, especially with it, being a Pixar and a Disney and a Toy Story, lineup, and as bad as Toy Story was in comparison to the rest, like the fourth Toy Story was to the rest of the Toy Stories, it was still a good movie.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I do fuck with how they brought Zurg in.
Right.
That was kind of hard, man. That was cool.
So,
But then he bitched out, bro. Like, what are you so sentimental for? Like, over what? Fuck out of here. Shit was AIDS, bro. Boots, what did you think about it?
I have not watched it, and I really don't plan on.
Cool,
I've
that's
got
where you're
Disney
wrong.
Plus on my shit, so
Boots,
That
what do you
doesn't
plan
mean
on watching?
anything.
What have you watched recently, Boots? What is in Boots' recent watch history besides your fucking gay porn?
we've got. I finished Peaky Blinders. That one was pretty good, and I highly recommend, especially because it's only got 36 episodes between all the seasons. I was watching Star Wars Rebels for a while. Finally got around to that, and I need to pick that back up. What else? Been on a Supernatural binge, and I've already seen that all. I'll just
Speaking
open up
of,
all
like-
my streaming shits.
Speaking of like binging and watching it over and over, I'm like watching Suits for like the fourth time right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Interesting.
like back to back, but just like, over the course of since it came out back in 2012 or something like that.
I would have never guessed
Yeah.
you fucked with like daytime NBC like type of shit.
Oh, bro, like Law and Order.
You fuck
I'm
with
watching.
it like
Oh, bro, Law and Order hardcore, bro. I'm watching 3 of them right now, dude. Like I'm watching like the OG Law and
fucking
Order.
way, bro.
I'm watching SVU and I'm watching Criminal Intent. Like just kind of like like you'll watch like 15 episodes of one series and then you're like, all right, this is
Mhm.
kind of So you move on to So I'm kind of like in the middle of like those 3 in Suits right now. And then there's another one, Southland. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that one.
Is that the prison one?
No. It's so it's like focused on like 6 cops and like 3 detectives, and it's obviously not real, but in like Los
Sure, yeah.
Angeles during like the early 2000s, and it's kind of got like that. Trying to think of like another show to like compare the film style to. Not really anything out there like it, like where it like
Kind of
hops
like
around a
Brooklyn
lot.
Nine-Nine.
No, it really like hops around a lot from like character to character. So like,
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
documentary style.
yeah, where like you'll have like one character, you'll follow him for like fucking 5-10 minutes, and then like in the middle or like before something serious happens to him, it'll like jump to another character and start following their story, and then at the end it all comes together. So like the first two or three
Oh.
episodes where you're watching it, you're like, bro, why did you cut away? Like it was just getting good, you know what I'm saying? But then like at the end, they're all their stories come together, and it's whatever the big scenario is of that episode.
Right.
So, but yeah, like that's really like all I've been watching lately. It's mostly for me been like Suits and Criminal Intent as of like recently. Like I was watching Criminal Intent last night.
As far as crime shows go, I was always a Criminal Minds and NCIS guy.
Just say
Until
I've
they,
been watching Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds is good. NCIS is really good. I liked NCIS Los Angeles the best out of all of them.
that one was really cool. It surprised me whenever it
Yeah.
first came out.
I did not like what was it, CSI Miami? I think it was. I think it was Miami. The other one was just straight trash.
Where do you guys stand on SVU?
I love SVU, bro.
Isn't that special edition Land Rover?
Yes.
Yes. How do you feel about
With
it?
like the twin charged V8, it's like 500 flat. Like that's a bad son of a bitch.
500 flat is the towing fee to get it back to the tow shop every time you fucking take it out.
God, I wish that wasn't true. It is a Ford V8 after all.
Yeah.
It's a dope car, but at the end of the day, it's a Land Rover.
Yeah,
Anyways,
right.
no,
Did you guys-
I've watched.
White
Go
Collar.
ahead. White,
You guys ever-
I tried. Yeah, I tried watching White Collar. I just never got into that one.
I finished that one in Burn Notice years and years ago when we were still in the army.
Burn Notice. It's a good one.
Burn
They were
Notice was pretty good.
but not enough for me to like rewatch now. I just don't have that drive.
I don't
But
even
like
know if
Burn,
it still has it on. I think
Of
it's back.
course, you always got the Boondocks. It's always good for rewatchability. Rick and
Yeah.
Morty.
I used to
Have any
get
of you guys
Burn
seen
Notice.
The Kingsman? Like the third Kingsman movie that was
Yeah.
like a prequel?
yeah, I watched it.
I haven't seen that one.
It's
I
pretty
saw
good.
the other two.
Versus
all right.
the first two, it was
Yeah.
The
It's on
first two
HBO Max, I think.
slay, bro.
Mhm,
Yeah.
I think it's on HBO Max.
I have to watch that shit. I did start
Yeah.
watching The Boys finally, so I got that going on.
I couldn't get into that one either.
Yeah, I had a hard time.
What's that one?
Too.
Imagine
Boys?
superheroes without morals and
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more
Oh,
like
is it like a Suicide
like a
Squad
political
type thing?
No,
A little
it's
bit
more
darker.
Just like, yeah, it's trying to like a little more realism into
Okay.
if superheroes did exist, like what would be the politics and drama? You know what I
Hey,
mean?
we've
It's
got
like
our own
Sex and the
merch.
City with with
Okay.
yeah, shit like that. It's like Sex and the City for superheroes.
You want to be part of the superhero squad. You got to top me off first, type deal.
And
What?
like
Thank
that's
you.
funny, but you know that shit would happen, so it's funny. Like,
Yeah, I could never
Good
really get
shit,
into
man.
that one. Y'all ever watch like Entourage?
I haven't seen it.
Couldn't do Entourage.
That
they're
one was
just
pretty good.
corny,
I
bro.
enjoyed it.
Like, I can tell it's a good show, but it just doesn't like captivate me out the jump to make me want to finish watching it.
Everything's corny though. Like every TV show is corny, bro. Like it doesn't matter what TV show it is. You could watch it and you're just like, all right, this is just kind of SVU's corny, bro. Like it's all over dramatic, dramatic.
Get those
Right,
shades
right.
on at night. Shades back
Yeah.
off before I talk.
You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking 15 homicide. All of them raped each other before they died. Type of shit.
Jesus.
You're just like
Every one of them has a semen sample from the next guy over.
right.
That's a full-blown circle jerk.
Bro, I did not know they had Band of Brothers on HBO. What's up?
Band of
Death by
Brothers is an
Circle
HBO show. You fucking coconut.
I guess
I
you
haven't
could
seen it
say
since it was
this.
on like DVD. I was a kid, man. I don't know.
It's produced by HBO.
I was unaware of that.
I want to watch
Next,
Match.
you're gonna,
Watch
next
what?
you're gonna tell me 101 Dalmatians is on Disney Plus.
Is it?
Death by Circle Jerk. You could say this spiraled out of control.
God damn it.
What were you
Fucking
saying?
hell.
Will? What did you say you wanted to watch?
I want to watch Match again.
Match?
Matchkin
Mash.
or
Mash.
Matchkin?
MASH. MASH.
Oh,
Mash.
don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it yourself.
Somebody who worked and ran a mash for a long time.
What
Just
the
corny,
fuck?
bro.
Did you guys see that Chadwick Boseman movie, 21 Bridges? Did you guys happen to
No,
catch that
so
one?
did you
It's
did you
really
know
fucking
that-
good.
did you know that 18% of people who win like a substantial amount in the lottery say that they would give most of it away to friends and family?
Are you just gonna topple right over my fucking movie subject like that? huh?
Dude,
Is
I'll
what we're
topple
doing?
right over your forehead.
Wow.
Like
okay.
almost like I feel like that's like almost Adam Sandler style. I feel like I'd have a hard time lounging around with a fucking half a B in the bank and just blowing it on the daily, and like the homies and the family are still like showing up to work on Monday.
But like, nah, you good now. You good now. You good now. You ain't gonna
No,
know how
so-
much I got, but y'all all gonna get something.
No. So here's the thing. My family member, they ain't getting shit.
If you ask for shit, you ain't getting shit.
You ain't getting shit. Maybe moms might get a little bit. The homies, I'm not giving you
Wait.
money, but I'm not giving you money, but I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of both, man. You realize that you could like slide everybody you met like 100 G's, and you would go down to 499 million.
There.
You know what I'm saying? And like 100 stacks would
Listen.
change their life.
Listen, I'm starting a fucking business. We're doing real estate, and all the homies are coming in on it, and y'all getting cut checks. But I'm not just gonna slide you some money. Y'all coming up with me.
We slide in the business some money.
Just for that,
You don't-
write that shit down.
I don't give a fuck. I do not care because you know what? I wouldn't be the first. I wouldn't ask for money at all if any one of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I'd be like, hey man, let me hold like 100,000.
Hey, let me get $1.
Yeah, I would just give it out, but like that's just me.
And that's why y'all should stay broke.
Don't go to
afterwards.
prison.
Well,
Ray, don't go to prison.
We.
I'm just saying.
Don't make a sandwich out
I'd
of
be
your
helping
ass.
everybody out. You know, certain family members, and then you know, I'd just be chilling.
Or you gonna
Debts,
stay rich by
the business, and this dog rescue thing I've been wanting to do for a long time.
But see, I wouldn't take the lump sum though, like most people do. I would get it over
I would
time.
100% take the lump sum.
Would you?
Yes.
Because then you can start to invest it on your own and continue
Right.
making money.
Instead, they're
Um,
investing on
Get
your boat.
60% taken
Right.
from taxes.
Yeah. You all take your little fucking 40%, 50%, whatever the fuck you're going to take, and get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to see you no more. I don't want to see you every month with your fucking handout like the fucking government's going to be when you get your little fucking annuity check every month.
Yep.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought
No.
the lump sum was taxed the most.
It is,
No?
but y'all take your fucking taxes and y'all get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. Bro,
The
yeah,
fact
so if
is,
you win,
you got all that extra work every year to specify,
Uh-huh.
hey, I've made this much off of my lottery winnings.
Yeah.
You got a headache with TurboTax one time.
Hey, so I can invest this shit, make all that money back, and I'll deal with it then.
Yeah, I'm
so-
investing that shit. And that's why I said I'm not giving the homies money, but I'm going to put them on. I'm investing that shit. Y'all coming in and working for my fucking business. Y'all quitting today. Y'all coming and working for my fucking business.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to turn my little fucking 1 billion into fucking 5 billion. And now we each have $1 billion.
We're about to have a little compound in Scottsdale.
I ain't going to Scottsdale.
Why not?
Gonna eat
Bro,
my
you can't-
ass with that.
You can't find land to build a compound in Scottsdale.
Right.
Find no,
Fuck
buy yes.
that.
No, I'm taking my ass up to
No.
Cave Creek.
Yeah, either way up north or southeast into like Pinal County, where you can actually buy a lot of land. And in Pinal County, there's no emissions or inspections. Throwing that out there.
There's no emissions or inspections when you know Julio either.
Yeah.
Well, then you got to play that game every year. That's definitely not what I'm doing right now, and every June when I have to re-up
It's
my
like, hey, big
tax.
dog. Yeah,
But I have to-
my
I have
shit
to-
passes, right?
Find a new fucking Julio because Julio can't keep a job for 11 and a half months every time so that I can pass my Texas inspection. Fucking irritating. The only thing they dig me for is tint, and I refuse to take my tint off. So this is where we
Pass.
stand. June. It's August, by the way. So I'd be riding. Not dirty or anything. What? Because I can't find somebody to fraudulently do my Texas inspection. Fuck, man.
Speaking of news, apparently it's been confirmed Margot Robbie is replacing Johnny Depp in the lead role for Pirates of the Caribbean.
I saw that a couple days ago.
Bro.
That's a hard one because, like, I do like her as an actor, but it's like,
Actor?
you're really gonna
Do
put
you
her
though?
or an actress? I'm sorry, I do like her as
Based
an
on what?
actress.
Do
but
you
the
like
thing
it
is-
because she looks good, or do you like it because she's good? Because I'll tell you, the second one
No,
is
I
not
thought she
true.
played an excellent Harley Quinn. Like, honestly,
What?
That's it, though.
Yeah.
It's mids at best, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's
say.
an
but
excellent
I'm
cast.
saying what I'm saying
On
is that
both
I
of
don't.
them.
Leo
know-
carried her in Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm just
Did you say
saying
woof?
that's
Comparing-
a weird role to put her in as like
Johnny
a Johnny Depp replacement. That's really weird. I think.
She was
Personally.
like little. She's like a C-rated fucking supporting actress in Wolf of Wall Street. Anyway, that movie was hard as fuck, whether she was in it or not. No offense to her, I am not into acting. I couldn't tell you if that was good or bad.
Oh, it was
or
a
if
great fucking movie, but Leo made it.
But the movie is, oh god, yeah, the movie was, and fucking Jonah Hill, the movie was incredible.
Yeah.
But like, I don't. It wasn't until you said that I even remembered that she was in it, bro.
Yeah.
What was that? Where Jonah Hill was like, "You show me that you made $40,000 last month, and I'll quit my fucking job right now and come work for you."
Yeah. So on
And he
that
just-
note, what is everybody's like all-time favorite actor or actress?
That's a tough one.
That's a real tough one.
That's a tough one, man. Because
Actress?
you got like George Clooney in there, and then you got like on the other side of the token, you got like Adam Sandler, Denzel. Like, bro, you can't.
I would put Adam Sandler in my list of favorite comedians. But as far as like straight acting skills, shit's like a little further down the list. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I'd consider him a pretty good actor. You know, like especially like when you look at his older stuff, like fucking Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison and shit like that.
Yes, Happy Gilmore.
Are you guys
yeah,
the
banging
either
movies.
or for them with Sandler and Jim Carrey, or are you like them both?
I didn't know they were in competition.
I was gonna say I like them both.
I think
I've just seen a lot of people that are like, yeah, one of these has to go, and there's big heated things, but that's
they're
just the
kind of
same
like
people
that's
that
kind
are-
of it's like
arguing
apples
on
and oranges
Facebook.
though. They're both funny on their own way, so like it's kind of weird to compare them. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't even put them in like the same. Like even their movies are different
Yeah.
ballparks.
Yeah, it's
Robin
remember,
Williams
like,
is definitely up there.
yeah. As a kid watching Jim Carrey movies, I fucking can't. I couldn't breathe through those fucking movies. I laughed so fucking hard as a
Yeah.
kid.
Ace
Now
Ventura
it's
and-
still oh, dude, through and through. The Cable Guy, it's good shit. But you know, he was in he did the Sonic movies most recently.
yeah,
And
he was
not
good in
so
those.
much in this,
Mhm.
not so much in the second Sonic, but the first Sonic movie, bro. The fade with the stash, bro. I was like, okay, James, whoever the fuck, I see you. He had a
Yeah, it's-
smooth fucking fade and a comb over with the stash and everything. I was like, all right.
That's a really tough question though, Duo, because like
Yeah.
I think I have favorite performances over like favorite actors. Like you know, like I mentioned Denzel earlier, and like his fucking performance in Training Day, bro, is just
Oh,
unmatched.
dude. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't think I would classify as like I have favorite actors. I just have favorite or actresses. I have favorite performances.
That's true.
There's
So
just too
I've
many
actually,
good actors to like have a favorite.
yeah, so I thought about this a few years ago, and I would have never like sat down and said, this guy is my favorite actor. But as I like go back through their IMDb, like they have hit just straight fucking banger after banger after banger after banger for decades. And I'm gonna say Tom Hanks, man.
Tom Hanks is good.
He's a very
like,
good
What was it? The Green Mile, bro. Tom Hanks in the
Oh
Green
Oh,
my
Mile.
god, dude!
Oh,
But even the
Yeah.
smaller stuff, the Terminals, the Castaways, the Big, the
Well,
fucking,
Castaway
like,
alone, bro. Like Castaway is just in a stream, bro. In order to sit there and act with yourself, talk
Yes.
to yourself. You
and
know what I'm
talk to a
saying?
Fucking volleyball, bro.
Right.
Yes.
And be able to pull it off flawlessly. Like you're not conversating with someone. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're acting and you're conversating with someone, it's a little bit easier to
tell the
flow.
story.
I would
Right.
put James McAvoy in the conversation if we're gonna have
Dude,
talking
as
to
far
yourself.
as young
James McAvoy's a
Bucks,
very yeah.
holy shit, is he fucking good, man?
Yeah,
Yes,
dude's got
I
it.
agree. Yeah, that's true. I'm liking Tom Hiddleston. He's kind of branched out a little bit and done some
Yeah.
other stuff
Yeah.
outside of Loki. I think I had a little bit of a honeymoon phase with him because when Thor 1 came out, his speech to Odin when he found out he was one of the ice giants was like, holy, I need to take a break. That was fucking intense, bro. Like that was fucking good. So,
Isn't
but
he,
since
like,
then,
all- Isn't he like all of fucking 5'8" or something like that though?
oh no, he's like 6'1", 6'2". He's a tall guy. Let me double
thought he
check.
was one
But
Is
I
Tom
thought he was one of the
Hiddleston.
shorters.
Tom Hardy's a really good actor too. I like
6'1". Yeah,
yeah,
All right.
Tom Hardy's a good one.
That's one.
Tom Hardy's
Tom
cool.
Hardy's-
I liked him in what was that movie where they were the moonshiners and it was like
Yeah,
three
with Shia
brothers or
LaBeouf.
whatever?
That was the one I was thinking
Yes.
That
Yes.
Yeah.
was hard, bro. That movie was
Oof.
good.
Was it
Yeah,
Lawless
bro.
or
He-
something?
of. Lawless.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
what it was,
yeah.
Lawless.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Mad Max, the whole movie was Corn City, so it was kind of hard to like
It-
pin that on him.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, versus whatever. So I was a little disappointed to see him as Bane, only because and hashtag stay strong, Short Kings. But like, you picked a dude who's like 5'7", 5'8", maybe, to play a monster. Like,
Yeah.
Like he still
If you
pulled it
notice-
off, but it would have been better if he was fucking.
He didn't
with
pull it
camera
off.
tricks.
I mean,
yeah,
with camera tricks. Don't get me wrong though, he did good, and his fucking whole, you know, you adapted to the dark.
He
You know
didn't
that
voice
whole,
him, though.
yeah. But just the way they portrayed it, it came out good.
Yeah, no, that's true. They like any fight scene that he had with Batman had to be. That's why that iconic one on the bridge, like the camera is fucking spinning and twirling the whole
Yeah.
time. I fucking hated it. It's because they couldn't show like a fucking like mano-a-mano shot because Christian Bale is like 6'1" with the bat boots on.
Yeah.
You can't look down at Bane, bro. That's not how that shit works. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I mean, speaking of Batman though, Heath Ledger's fucking Joker was also just top tier, bro.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely,
That was
absolutely.
one of the best performances, and like, you know, honestly, to say even like the latest Joker wasn't a bad movie, but
Joaquin
it's
Phoenix.
hard. Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. It's just
Oh,
hard.
the Joaquin Phoenix one.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about
I-
the what's his name? The
Jared
one
Leto?
with Maggie. Yeah, no,
It doesn't count.
Yeah,
But-
that one. Was,
He's not even in the running.
That was AIDS.
here. I mean, the thing about like Joker portrayals is every movie or film they try to get a different side of Joker.
Yeah.
And he kind of played the player / you know, gambler side of Joker.
Meth head.
Meth head. Whereas like the Joaquin Phoenix one is kind of like his psychotic side, you know. And then the
Yeah,
Heath Ledger one was really like his like depressive,
Traumatic.
and you know,
Yeah.
Like he's already past it. Like he's already like come to grips with his own psychosis, and
mhm,
he's just playing in the mud now.
right, yeah,
Which is
but
fun.
you know,
This is fun to watch.
right, yeah, it was really was an amazing performance, and the movie itself wasn't that great, but Heath Ledger's performance as Joker made that movie what it is.
Yeah, for sure. And to give credit to Joaquin Phoenix and the standalone Joker movie, it was really fucking good. And they
Yeah.
told a killer story. It's just that it didn't feel like the Joker to me until the
Yeah.
very end. And then
Could
it
have been
was like,
something
oh, I
else
guess it
kind of
is.
thing.
Yeah, if you would have named that something else, it would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have still been an amazing story about
I
this
think-
guy just slowly losing his shit and killing people.
I think the purpose behind that one was really to kind of, with the intent of having a sequel to that movie, to having a Joker Part 2 or whatever, and that's really the way they made it seem, because the whole first 95% of the movie was really just the storytelling of the beginning of Joker, kind of, you know,
One version of the story.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
Did
good
any-
shit.
Did any of you watch the new Uncharted movie?
Yeah,
With
it's
Jake,
it was-
like
it
Jake
was
good.
Gyllenhaal or something.
Yeah,
Mark
is it-
Wahlberg and
What's his name? Damn it.
That doesn't matter.
he was
Is it
Any-
good?
yeah,
Tom Holland.
yeah,
See, like, I didn't know
Yeah.
how I felt about that. Like, I haven't
Mhm.
seen it, so I can't judge it. That's
Well,
why
I
I'm asking
turned
you
on,
guys if you liked it.
turned it on the other night, but it was like midnight when I turned it on.
hmm
And the first scene is him like, there's a bunch of boxes hanging from a fucking helicopter, and he's climbing up it, and it's just like, you know what, click. Not feeling that right now.
and that's how
Um,
It's
Uncharted
got a real
is.
Fast and the Furious vibe to it.
Yeah. But
That's kind of how
again,
Uncharted is. But
well, no,
it's-
that's what I was getting at though. Again, it was midnight at night.
yeah,
I'm just flicking it on. I'm laying in bed, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Let me check it out. Turn it on, and it was either I wasn't in the mood for that, or
I
I
just
don't know.
I don't know.
it wasn't
'cause
it wasn't
I'm a
too
big
bad,
fan.
in my opinion.
Okay, I'm a big fan of the Uncharted series, and I just when they had, I can't remember his name, but the main character playing Drake, I was like, really? Like they really chose him for Drake? That's a little,
The
or
thing of it is, though,
Nathan
like,
Drake. That's a little
Drake was
weird.
in it.
I don't know. Like Nathan Drake. I'm sorry, but it's just a little weird.
The thing of it is, though, like if you're a fan of something, like you're a fan of a video game, you're a fan of a book. Whenever it gets turned into a movie, it's never going to be
That's true.
the same.
That's true.
You know, it's like the whole Harry Pothead series. You know, where people who love people fucking love
It's
the books,
though.
hate the fucking movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
they
I think
certainly
the movies. I think the movies are good, but
Mhm.
I'm not a big fan of the books. So
I've never played I've never played Uncharted like at all. So
I ditched
I
PlayStation.
don't really have
I
an
do
opinion
recommend
after
it.
the
Very,
two.
very good series. But yeah,
I'm not getting a whole extra console to play him. I'm sorry, dog.
that's
that's
fair.
true. It is on PlayStation. That's probably
Yeah.
why I haven't played them.
and I ditched PlayStation early in the PlayStation 4 years when they started going downhill.
Yeah.
Well, not that they went downhill; they just stopped keeping up. They kind of plateaued, and Xbox went peace, fucking dipped out, bro. When the Xbox One X came out, absolute fucking game changing, pivotal moment in future consoles.
And well, you look at just the path of even the two companies who own them, and Sony and Microsoft. Sony has also just kind of plateaued, whereas Microsoft is just skyrocketing.
Now, don't stop, get it.
Microsoft is a lot
Right.
more consumer friendly right now as well. Sony's been making some pretty shitty decisions, I'd say, when it comes to consumer friendly. So that's really not helping their case either.
That's true. I mean, we were just talking about the Elite controller. The fact that Microsoft was like, our customer base is going specific to a handful of aftermarket companies to have custom controllers made. Why don't we just make the controller that the people want
and undercut them?
Like, yeah,
undercut them,
absolutely.
Bro. Like if you look at a SCUF controller, you're looking at 250 easily at the
Mhm.
bottom
Easily,
tier.
bro. Easily. Now, don't get me wrong. SCUF Gaming
Right.
makes beautiful fucking controllers. But if I can get a Microsoft one for $1.50, and it does all of it, and it's fucking, it keeps all the OEM feel, fit, and finish, and sexy.
Yeah.
Get ahead
Yeah,
of the aftermarket and be your own aftermarket.
And PlayStation attempted it with the PS5 when they, the PS5
Pro?
controllers. Yeah, the Pro
Oh,
controllers.
Mhm.
But even I've heard, and this is just hearsay from me because I've never actually held one and fondled one, but it doesn't compare. It's kind of lackluster to the Elite controller.
Is it different enough from a standard DualShock 5
Pro controller?
Yeah,
So I guess it has the trigger adjustments, but it's only one level trigger adjustment. Whereas the Xbox Elite, you've got your 3 levels. You've got your full length, you've got a medium length, and then you've got fucking hair triggers.
Short. Yeah.
Whereas the PS5 Pro controller is really only like you have full length, and then you've got halfway. And then they've got like an extra button, down on the inside, but that's really about it. I think it's programmable too.
Hell, even the fucking, what are they, the Power A controllers or whatever, like the aftermarket Microsoft based controllers have programmable inside buttons.
Right. Bro, I rock those.
It's actually kind of nice, dude.
I rocked one of those Power A controllers forever on my Xbox, like my original Xbox.
And it works, man. It runs. It sucks because the main controller that I have is the 2K20. I had the same console you have. It's the 2K20 purple with the splatter print on it. You know what I'm saying? But one of the triggers, the left trigger, has got like a broken spring or something in it, and every once in a while it'll like catch up a little bit, and I gotta fuck with it and smack it a couple of times and go back. Which sucks because that controller is dope, man. Like I want to use it because it's got the little splatters and the purple and everything on it, but I think I'm gonna start using my.
It might be you might have spilled something in there. A little food, a little soda.
That guy. So I bought it I bought it second
Yeah,
hand.
well,
and the guy
even
had
A
just
little
not
protein
you.
Go-Gurt.
Yeah, somebody else might have done it in there.
It's got some Cheeto
protein
crumbs in
yogurt.
there.
Take it apart and try to clean it, man, and see if that helps. Because that happened. The same thing with my controller is the right bumper button was doing that, to where like I'd be playing Warzone, and Warzone, to throw like your ammo crate or armor crate or whatever, you push both
You
bumpers.
Yeah.
Well, I would push like the right one and it wouldn't register, and only the left one would register. So I'm like looking at the ground, and I end up throwing like a frag at the ground or something. Just like, oh shit!
Oh my! Well, that
Yeah.
escalated quickly. Get the fuck out
Good
of here!
heavens.
So I mean, I actually killed myself a
Jesus
few times
Christ.
back when like the thermite and the Molotovs were like OP. And like I'd throw a Molotov on the ground, and then it catches yourself on fire, and then you fucking die, and you're like, thanks.
Jesus Christ. That's
But
something
yeah,
else.
just had a little bit
Mines
of
and
snoo in there. That's all.
stems.
Yeah, speaking of gaming, we've all finally got on to 7 Days to Die, which I am fucking thrilled about because I fucking love that dumb fucking game, dude.
Shit
Does
runs
I
out
know
of
I
memory
get
and
it.
crashes at least twice a day.
That sounds like a you problem so far because
twice
I've
an
been
hour.
playing I started my own like Navigame open world in house locally, and
Navigame.
isn't that what the world is called?
Novice gain or something like that.
Hey, listen, just because you're in a culture doesn't mean that's not what it's called.
Hey, my
Don't
buddy
worry.
just got
Anyway.
hired. Please.
His developer friend that made the game, since he seems to remember all those people.
Yeah, what's his name, bro? Call him up and tell him run a little Band-Aid and peroxide on that fucking server because we still in this bitch.
Anyways,
Oh, they abandoned
been
the
a good-
console shit.
been a good episode. Talked about a little bit of everything here. With that note,
We just
we're probably
bullshit.
gonna go play 7 Days to Die.
Fuck yeah.
Side note, Modelo, if you're listening this far, Boot sent you an email. Read that shit.